Hi, this is Garibay, and today I'm going to do a double tap. If you don't know what that term means, get thine self immediately to the American classic film Zombieland. If you do know what that term means, pat yourself on the back because you're one of the cool kids. All right, today we're going to talk again, second time, about Andrew Yang, Elizabeth Warren, and 2019 Joker. There are absolutely no spoilers for the movie 2019 Joker in this content. Let's get it. All right. Oh my gosh, this Joker movie, holy cows, man. All right, the reason why I'm talking to you again about 2019 Joker is this is the absolute future echo. We're getting an echo from the future of what happens if Elizabeth Warren is elected, okay? What's happening with Joker now is what's happening with Joker right now, okay? Perfectly mirrors what is going to happen if Elizabeth Warren wins the primary. It's very, very important to pay attention and look at this political, cultural, and societal event. To look at this political, cultural, and societal element. Because trust and believe, 2019 Joker is incredibly political, incredibly cultural, and incredibly societal, all right? This is important. All right, let's talk about this. Okay, here's what 2019 Joker is. 2019 Joker is an absolutely catastrophic success. It is a catastrophic success. That's a weird term. Yeah, you got it. That is a weird term. That's a new 2019. Hey, our world's flipped upside down and the complexity's so high, nobody can even track it anymore, right? We live in an insanely complex world. And now, in order for you to, now in this world, you got to worry if you're going to straight up fail, and you're going to worry if you fail because you catastrophically succeeded, right? You can fail now in America because you succeeded. And boy, oh boy, is 2019 Joker a perfect example of this. Let's get into this. So I cannot believe what is happening right now, all right? So first and foremost, let me give you the numbers, right? This is all about numbers. This is about math, okay? Joker, 29. Oh, you know what? I got some pronunciation to worry about. Okay, we're going to talk about Joaquin Phoenix today. I had gotten that pronunciation wrong. I had said Joaquin, right? And it is correctly pronounced Joaquin, right? Also, previously, I had said Joker. It is correctly pronounced Joker, right? All right, with that, let's go forward. Okay, so, here's the numbers on this movie. This weekend alone, Joker made $93 million domestic. $93 million domestic, okay? It then additionally made $141 million international, right? That is a total of $234 million, okay? Now, when a movie makes $234 million, guess what? Joaquin Phoenix does a jig. He dances around, his very nice Hollywood home, right? And absolutely, just celebrates, right? Why shouldn't he? His movie made $234 million. But I will tell you right now, every Warner Brother executive, every DC executive, every single organizer and manager and main staff person for every union connected to Hollywood had better be weeping real tears right now, because this is a catastrophic success. This is a circumstance where one person is getting the moon and everyone else gets a swift commercial kick in the teeth, because that's about to be what's happening. So let me explain to you what Joker is. Joker is a rated R superhero movie. There has never been one in the history of humankind that has ever made $1 billion. They can't do it, right? It can't be done. In addition to that, Joker, they're now considering if 2019 Joker is going to get a China release. Well, let's do the math together. Do you think a movie about a man in clown makeup that foments riot against the government is going to get a release in China? I'm betting it's not, right? No, there's not going to be a Joker China release. Trust and believe. All right, jeez, good grief. All right, so, and guess what? You don't get your movie in China, you don't make $1 billion, generally. Okay, there might be a couple exceptions to that. But that is a major consideration, right? So what's the problem with DC making a little tiny movie that makes $234 million on opening weekend? Here's why, okay? DC and Warner Brothers, they currently own a fast food restaurant. That's essentially what their DC cinematic universe is. Near my home, there is an amazing, really, really successful fast food restaurant. People go in every day by the hundreds, right? For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? And it is so popular. They have a playground in the middle of it. All the little kiddies come and they play. The moms and pops get their food. They're super happy, right? And it is so popular that the drive-through wraps around the building all day long, and they have to send shiny little college kids out there with clipboards to make sure people don't get run over, so when they come in to go get their food. That's how popular and successful this fast food restaurant is. And guess what? Warner Brothers and DC used to own, essentially, that's what DC Cinematic Universe was supposed to be, a successful fast food restaurant, right? Comic book movies were never supposed to be low-budget art experiments. Come on, man. Forget it, right? And if you want to do that, fine. Go do that nonsense at Lionsgate, right? But if you own Batman and Superman, you darn well better not be doing low-budget art experiments with Robert De Niro, right? And Joaquin Phoenix and Todd Phillips. It's ludicrous. And I'm going to tell you why, right? I cannot believe how bad this situation is. And we are about to see the same thing on the Democrat side. Okay, so check this out, right? So, DC and Warner Brothers, they own this incredibly successful fast food restaurant that probably does $10,000, $20,000 of business a day, right? Those are real numbers, right? That's what the one that's close to where I live probably does, right? So what are they doing now? This would be like if the owner of that incredibly successful fast food restaurant is like, hey, you know what I'm really into? I'm really into artisanal jams. And we're going to take the brand name from my incredibly successful fast food restaurant, and I'm going to make a artisanal jam stand just down the road, right? And frankly, when I open up the artisanal jam, stand, we're not going to run. We're just going to shut the other one down because I don't want the competition, right? So it's just going to be one at a time. So I'll shut down the incredibly successful fast food restaurant, and I'm going to run my artisanal jam stand, right? And it's literally just, the owner's a lady, let's say, and she's just her at this table at the side of the road selling artisanal jams, right? Now get this. People come over. They are so charmed by her smile and her wonderful, bright, blue checked apron. The artisanal jams are just fantastic. They're the best. And everybody who goes to the artisanal jam stand just loves it, right? And they all rave about it to all their neighbors, right? And they just sell more and more jam. So it's just a lady, and the jam stand does really well. But here's the problem. You have an incredibly successful fast food restaurant that was doing $10,000, $20,000 a day. And now, if you're lucky, you're doing $250, $500 a day selling artisanal jams. That's what 2019 Joker is. They are trading an incredibly successful fast food restaurant for an artisanal jam stand. And guess what? You can't do both. You think you can, you can't, right? Here's the problem. Right now, okay, I don't even know the director's name. Actually, he's a pretty good director. He directed the Planet of the Apes movies, which I loved, right? But right now, Robert Pattinson, the shiny vampire from Twilight, and hopefully Jonah Hill, and some other director, I don't know their name, they're making a real Batman film, right? Nobody cares about that. You know why? Because everybody, and I'm not kidding, every single, I've listened to no less than a dozen reviews on this movie, and no critic can do anything but rave about it. Every critic on the block loves this movie, right? And the reality is, and they're all just clapping their hands like, oh, Joaquin Phoenix, you did such a great job, clappity clap, clap. Not understanding that every clap they give is somebody's job, because they are burning the DC Cinematic Universe to the ground. You do not make billions of dollars. You do not hire people making nonsense, low-budget art films that are experiments, low-budget art film experiments, right? You don't take Joker, the most iconic villain in all of comic books, right, and attach him to mental health issues and fomenting riot against the government. Come on. Like, this would seem like a no-brainer, right? Like, it seems like super clear, right? Like, and you know why? Because Joker's a hair's breadth away from Batman. And tomorrow, there's going to be a father who takes his son into Walmart, and his son's going to go, hey, Dad, look at that towel over there with Batman on it. I'd like that towel. And that father rightfully does go, oh, no, son, I saw Joker this weekend. Batman's a hair's breadth away from mental health issues and fomenting riot against the government. I'm not buying you that towel, buddy. Like before the low-budget art house experiment taught me that really comic books are about, mental health and fomenting riot against the government. But now I understand. So you can't have a Batman towel, right? Like, I'm telling you, like, this is a catastrophic success. This is an absolutely catastrophic success. This is all the gold in the world showered down on. Oh, and get this. So not only are the critics raving about this, right? People are starting to beg for a sequel. The story won't allow a sequel. Joaquin Phoenix previously said he didn't want to do a sequel, right? And in addition to that, the economics won't allow a sequel, right? This thing makes no money. It's not going to make $1 billion. By the way, I'm going to say it right now. If this movie makes $1 billion, every person on the internet can go right into the comics section and say, Scott Garibay, you're a fool. And I will be a fool. But I'm telling you right now, I know already this ain't going to make $1 billion. No way. And also, you should all understand by now, that if you got a superhero movie with a villain who's Batman's main villain, $1 billion should be a layup. You should be wondering if the movie's going to make $2 or $3 or $4 billion, right? $1 billion should be a layup. But there's never been a rated R superhero in the history of humankind that's made $1 billion. And I think you can count on one hand the number of movies that have not released in China that have made $1 billion. Okay? All right. So this is a catastrophic success. What's this got to do with Andrew Yang? What's this got to do with Elizabeth Warren? Here you go. Elizabeth Warren is Joaquin Phoenix. She is crushing it. She's giving a star performance in the primaries, right? That's the key, right? She's crushing it in the primaries. She has become Andrew Yang's real competitor, right? Bernie Sanders up and around, right? I don't kick somebody when they're down. Bernie's up now, right? Bernie is no longer a competitor, right? Like, I don't think I need to explain the math to you on that, right? Like, and the reality is Biden isn't either. Warren has quickly surpassed them. Everybody is recognizing Warren now, right now. She's the real competitor against Andrew Yang. She is Joaquin Phoenix. She is the artisanal jam stand. She will crush it in the primary, and she has a really good chance at beating Andrew Yang, right? Andrew Yang's got to execute incredibly well. And in November, we're going to roll our dice. We're going to roll our D20, and we need to hit, that's the thing, right? With a D20, this is Dungeons & Dragons terms, with a D20, if you roll over a 3, you beat Sanders, right? If you roll over a 5, okay, you beat Biden. You got to roll a 17 plus to hit Elizabeth Sanders, right? To beat Elizabeth Sanders. Andrew Yang can beat Elizabeth Sanders, but the odds are shockingly lower than Sanders or Biden, right? This is a big freaking deal, right? This is a major problem, okay? Elizabeth Warren has become our Joaquin Phoenix. Elizabeth Warren has become our artisanal jam stand. And guess what? The DNC is DC and Warner Brothers, right? Now, what should Andrew Yang do about this? Nothing. Andrew Yang should do exactly what he's doing right now. His execution to win the primary is flawless, right? Close enough, right? Like, today it was flawless. Like, he makes mistakes every now and then, but he's crushing it. He's doing everything he can, right? This really got to get fixed by the DNC, right? So Andrew Yang, I do not think he should take any activity except continuing to do what he does, which is crush it, be awesome on camera, just bring his double Ivy League, laboring, benevolent self everywhere on this planet, shake every single hand, kiss every baby, like just do it, right? Like do exactly what he's doing right now, right? Ride those skateboards, eat those noodles, play basketball, show who you are, right? Don't change a thing, right? But the DNC, I swear, somebody from the DNC needs to go and talk to Obama and get Obama to sit down with Liz Warren and say, Elizabeth, listen, I'm a smart person, you're a smart person. You are a fantastic candidate, but every person in this country can see that this is the wrong time for you to run. And the reason why is the political optics of it, okay? You are an incredibly intelligent, civic-minded, coastal elite who plans meticulously and has one mini scandal, the exact political profile of the person who got destroyed by Donald Trump in 2016. If you run, if you win the primary, right, you will make 2020 a shot-for-shot remake of 2016. The only difference will be the margin that Trump beats you by will be dramatically larger than the large margin he already beat Hillary Clinton by. You have the same values as Hillary Clinton. You stand up and fight exactly the way Hillary Clinton stood up and fought. You fight for the same people. You care about the same issues. You literally came up through the same process. You are both political clones, and the political optics will not allow you to win. You are going to be our catastrophic success. It will be a success for you because you will win the primary and you will never be forgotten for that. But it will be catastrophic for the DNC, the Democratic Party, and every Democrat voter as Trump dunks on you, right? Not because you're not an amazing politician, but because you picked the wrong time, right? You, because your political profile is an absolute clone of Hillary, cannot run in 2020. You would have been fine to run in 2004, right? And that would have been your window. 2004 was the year you should have run. And frankly, you probably would have beat George H. Bush. And you might have saved this country from a huge recession near miss, right? But the reality is you're not going to be able to run in 2024 because AOC will have your seat, right? So that's the issue, right? I really think the DNC has to fix this. Andrew Yang's response is to keep crushing it. He is our intellectual champion, right? I am so worried that we are going to see this catastrophic success. That, and the reality is everybody at DC, everybody at Warner Brothers, these people are smart, but they can't help themselves. They lack focus. And that's the issue right now with the Democrats and the DNC. They lack focus. They can't see that there is value in an incredibly successful, customer fast food restaurant. That's Andrew Yang, right? Nobody wants an artisanal jam stand. That's Elizabeth Warren. All that's my opinion. Tell me where I'm wrong. Get in them comments. Thank you. Please consider liking and subscribing and have a wonderful millennium.